What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, and today I've got a very cool motorcycle to ride. Motorcycle that's been 5 months in the making. I've been hinting at it. People have bought raffle tickets to win it, even though they've never even seen it. That changes now. It's finally here. The end of the road Sportster. The last one off a line. The last official Evo Sportster that Bert's Harley Davidson ever got. And this is what they did with it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I like bike. Oh, this thing is a rowdy, as it should be. It's got a 1250 kit in it, some hot cams. This bike rips, baby. Oh yeah, it's a brawler. Wake up the whole damn neighborhood on this thing. Bert's did it right. They really did it right with this bike. Legends front and rear, the 1250 kit with some hot cams, Saddleman street tracker look, custom rims front and rear, 18-inch in the back, 19 in the front. This thing just looks wicked. Oh, thanks to that 1250 and those Legends, it doesn't just look the part. This thing plays dirty too. Gonna kind of take it easy on it because it does only have 40 miles on it. It's crazy getting off my Sportster 1250 kit and getting onto this. This thing just has, I don't know if it's just tuned right or what, or if it's got hotter cams. It's got so much more torque than my Sportster 1250. It's crazy. Everything just comes on right away, which of course, if you got a street tracker, that's what you want, baby. You want it all down low. And like I said, it probably has top end power too. I just haven't played with that because I want to kind of keep the RPMs down. But even if that's all it had, this thing would still rip. I think an absolutely fitting tribute to the Evo Sportster with the last Evo Sportster that Bert's ever got. Oh, baby. Come on. Come on. Not only a fitting tribute to the end of the Evo Sportster, the end of the line, but an amazing tribute to what Bert's and all their people have been doing, trying to do, and what all you guys have done to raise money for people here in Florida who've been victims of the hurricanes. You know, this happens. The news cycle forgets. They just forget about these people, but it is still hell on earth in a lot of places down there. And every raffle ticket that you've bought trying to win this bike or the Devil Tail Chopper, and this one, they're pulling it pretty damn soon. You're running out of time. You only got a few days left to buy a raffle ticket for this one. Every raffle ticket you bought, 100% of that is going to help those people down there. And yet something you can feel good about, because at the end of the day, it's not about winning the bike. It ain't about that. And if you do win it, it's awesome. Then it can be about winning the bike. But it's not about winning the bike. It's about helping somebody out. It's about making a sacrifice for somebody who's less fortunate than you, for somebody who's fallen on hard times. And just like all these guys who come and won the fishing trips and won the other prizes, you know what? Sometimes you get rewarded for doing a good thing. Not always, but sometimes. And I tell you, whoever gets this one, they're getting one hell of a reward. In the meantime, speaking of bad people doing good things, our man Cog in the Wheel actually got out of the hospital. He was doing so good in rehab that they decided to let him out of rehab. And so he said he was going to try to make it up to the shame tonight for a beer. And I definitely ain't letting him get out of here without saying what's up. Hey, Jordan.
So you just had to come out here and show up Cog in a Wheel. He ain't got no excuse to be on his motorcycle, man. I love it, dude. Oh, wear the cowboy boots, man. Don't do that to me.
Ready to retire.
So my man is already set up. It's the Costome way. Freaking with the cup holder, baby. Don't worry, it's not booze. He's on too much other stuff to be full of booze. You know, that's what's weird, because I heard them pills work better on booze. But, you know.
It is the next day. It's the morning. The morning sun has burned away our past transgressions, leaving a clean slate for new transgressions. Just kidding. He's a good boy. I'll do all the transgressions and he'll just be there to shake his head. He's a good man, a family man, kids, a dog, and now we got him in Florida. It was a great time fishing. He didn't do anything bad. He told me, I'm a family man, let's not do anything bad. I said, no problem. I'll be the sponge for all that stuff. The Cami Bay Ducati is treating treating my man well over here. It's fun, isn't it? That's whenever I was on it, dude, I couldn't believe how much fun the bike is to ride. Literally be 5 foot tall and ride this bike and have your feet on the ground. I'm 5'12" and a half, but even I rode it really easily. My legs didn't feel cramped. That was my little weight on my arms, which is not my favorite, but it wasn't that bad. Perfect timing. We just waited for the morning traffic to fuck off. Well, probably not fuck off completely, but fuck off enough. We've already spent a lot of time at Bert's Barracuda, but I mean, Bert is the one who's putting this whole thing together. He's the reason all this happened. He paid for that fishing trip right out of his own pocket. That doesn't come out of the raffle money that is now available for you to win either a Street Tracker Sportster, the last year of the Sportster, the last stop on the train. That's all done up. I don't know if that's going to be in this video or not. I think it's going to be, but that allows you a chance to win that or the Devil-tailed Chopper. We've got the last winner for the fishing trip coming up next week. Like I said, Bert put all this together. He's the one who stacked the deck and made all these prizes possible. And Evan back there will back me up. He pulled the cash for that fishing trip out of his own pocket, paid for everything to happen. That does not come out of the money that's going to hurricane relief here in Florida. So it makes sense that we're going and spending a lot of time at Bert's Barracuda. Heading up there because even though he's probably sunburned and maybe even a little hungover, Uncle Bogator's up there, and Evan said he really wants to try a Revolution Max engine. He's never ridden on one, and there wasn't a Sportster S available at his home dealership. And I said, well, wasn't there any Pan Ams? And he goes, yeah, but they're too tall for me. I think Uncle Bogator has got him covered, because I don't believe, if he's saying they're too tall for him, I don't believe he's ever tried the S model that includes that lowering at stoplights, because I've seen people shorter than Evan be absolutely fine on that bike. Let's see what old Bert's Barracuda's got in store for us today. I mean, I already know. We're gonna go see Uncle Bogator, and we're gonna change my man back there's mind on on how tall you gotta be for a Pan Am. As per usual, Bert sets up the winners with pretty much whatever they want t-shirt wise out of the store over here. But since our man Evan here is a family man, he gave Evan 2 t-shirts. He said pick out 2 t-shirts for your wife and pick out some t-shirts for your kids too. When Bert does something, he does it big. This is something I love. Whenever somebody thinks they're too short for a Pan America and they get that adaptive ride height, or I don't know if it's adaptive ride height, whatever the hell it's called, but the fact that it lowers when you turn the bike on is so freaking cool. I have a feeling that he's gonna fall in love, because he wasn't always a Harley guy, even though he's got a Road Glide now. And those guys who weren't always Harley guys, sometimes they start to miss that 150 horsepower feeling, and that Pan Am scratches that itch real good. Of course, a 131 will scratch that itch plenty good too, but you just pick your poison, okay? I got a soft spot for Pan Americas. After all, the bike I'm riding right now, the Dirtster Plan B Project Raw Dog, was inspired by the first time I went out on a Pan America. I went out on a Pan America and I had so much fun ADV riding. I'd never done it before, honestly. Plenty of dirt riding, but never like adventure riding, which is very different than just going out and ripping on a dirt bike. I loved it so much, I figured, well, I think I'll build my own. I still got hard eyes for the Pan America, that's for sure. Okay, let it be said, because y'all both 5'7".
Oh, let me stand up.
Yeah. If you're 5'7", and in the Navy, or we're a Marine, come see Uncle Bogator for a Pan America test ride, because you might be surprised on whether you can ride it or not.
Bragging about you in my meeting today.
Oh, yeah?
So you know. Yeah. I'm serious. I'm serious. But I wanted them to know, here's a guy that goes down underwater for 2 to 6 months, or however damn long at a time, can't even have a goddamn beer. I said, now you think about that shit. And you're going to go out there and battle for us every day. And it was a pleasure and an honor to be with you.
Pleasure's all mine. Seriously.
I mean,
I had a great time.
You bet. Now look, if you don't get that other stuff from Black Widow, you let me know.
I'll text you personally.
Okay? Absolutely.
Bert,
JT,
love you, man.
always a pleasure, man.
We'll catch up with you soon, all right? Oh, so glad my man Big B, Cog in the Wheel, aka Dog in the Wheel, aka Coyote in the Wheel, is back up and around and out of the hospital. But that was last night, and it's today, and I still have a badass Sportster 1250 to ride around. And you better believe I'm putting as many miles on this thing as I can before somebody wins it. This bike is exactly what a Sportster should be. Oh yeah. Whew. Yeah, even at half throttle, because I don't want to whoop on it yet, 43 miles, even at half throttle, it just wants to lift the front end right off the ground. Why does this have so much more power than my 1250? It's crazy. I mean, I know the fuel injection, but damn. It's just not fair. Oh, I want to know what it's not going to be broken in by the time I'm freaking done with it. It's going to be up to whoever wins it to break it in, because I'm not going to have it for long. We're giving this thing away really soon. It is just like effortless acceleration. Just wild, man. Oh, and the way it handles with this suspension. This is literally just, you know, there's Sportsters with bigger motors and different stuff don't do them, but to me, this is just the perfect expression of what a Sportster should be. Street brawler, freaking wants to do a wheelie out of every turn, looks good, sounds good. Yeah, this is it. This is what a Sportster should be. When I think Sportster in my head, this is what I think. Yeah, baby. I like that a lot. I spent about 4 hours riding my dirt bike today, and I still had to get on this thing when I got home. Whoever gets it is gonna have a badass bike, man. And you can feel good about it too, because not only is this a badass bike, nah, fuck this. This bike was not made for stoplights. This was meant for greater things, more hooligan things. Not only is whoever wins it going to get an absolutely amazing bike, but you know what? You can feel pretty damn good about it, man. The hurricanes here in Florida just absolutely devastated the communities, and when I tell you it freaking devastated them, man, you got people without homes, people who've lost loved ones, you have people who've lost their children, lost their parents, lost their livelihoods, their jobs, and the news cycle just forgets about them. Everyone just goes, man, it even happens in the videos. People are like, damn, dude, there's still hurricane stuff happening down there? Yeah, dude, it almost wipes some of them cities off the freaking map. You don't rebuild that overnight. It just makes me proud of everybody who buys a ticket, a raffle ticket for these things, because without fail, every single person that I've ever talked to who we flow down for these fishing trips, who've won one of these prizes, they were just donating. They just go like, man, I never expected to win anything. I just heard you talk about this and I had an extra buck and I wanted to donate it. And I think that's just so freaking cool, man. Either you have an extra buck or you're willing to make a sacrifice, man. And sometimes that sacrifice is just not going to McDonald's, dude. I'm not asking you to sacrifice paying your electric bill. I'm saying, dude, skip fast food one day, buy a raffle ticket. You know it's going somewhere good. A lot of people in the comments said, well, what about their insurance? We had hundreds of insurance companies declare bankruptcy when the hurricanes hit. They declared bankruptcy, and guess what? All those people tried to make a claim on insurance they'd been paying on for years, and they said tough titty. They didn't give them anything. Now those people should get strung up, if you're asking me anyway. Nobody asked me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. It just makes me proud of everybody who's bought a raffle ticket, everybody who shares the cause. It makes me proud to call Bert from Bert's Barracuda my friend, because he's the one who stepped up and wanted to do all this stuff to help the people down there. I'm pretty damn lucky. Really damn lucky, because I get to ride this thing around, man. I'm not gonna kick that out of bed. I'm just saying, dude. There's got to be a couple perks, and the fact that I get to ride this bike around for a little bit, listen up, I refuse to feel bad about that one, okay? I'm gonna take the perks where they come. And this is a pretty cool perk. Oh, this is such a badass bike. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. I said it on Instagram. It's got a name now. The Velcro Fly. Because this thing rips. And you know, we probably should have named it like something hurricane themed, but screw that, man. Velcro Fly just sounds cool. And not only am I a big ZZ Top fan, I'm also a big Dark Tower fan. I am a Dark Tower junkie. And if you're a Dark Tower junkie, you know all about Velcro Fly. I saw a couple people commenting like, oh, I want to get into riding, or my son wants to get into riding. This bike would be perfect for them. I mean, it would be an awesome bike for them. Perfect? I don't know about that. This thing is making close to 100 horsepower, if not over 100 horsepower. This bike is no slouch, man. This ain't no 883 Sportster. It started its life as an 883 Sportster. This ain't no 883, baby. This is where I like this, just like the back streets, dude. This thing is such a freaking brawler. The legends and the wheels and the tires. This thing just feels so freaking nimble, man. Definitely a hooligan machine. This is definitely the kind of bike you're going to be jumping off sidewalks and freaking ripping wheelies down the street on. This is a this is a neighborhood nightmare is what they'll call it. You show up in your neighborhood with this bike, everyone's going to go, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, there goes the neighborhood. Women fear me, neighbors hate me, fish want me. Dude, the sand handles so freaking good, dude. A razor blade. I'll tell you, this thing breaks necks wherever you go to. Everybody wants to know about it because with this Saddleman kit on it, with the tail section, people don't even know what it is half the time. It no longer looks like a Sportster. If you know bikes and you know Harleys, yeah, it still looks like a Sportster, but for the casual passerby, it no longer looks like a Sportster at all. People will be like, what the hell is that? Oh, stay put. All right, stay put. Dude, this paint job too. I know the blue isn't for everybody, but it matches the Legends shocks perfectly. And I love it because whether the sun's hitting it, it's in the dark, it's under some street light, this paint job can literally look like 10 different paint jobs in one. Shh, the fuzz. Y'all be cool now, okay? Seriously, be cool. This ain't got a plate on it. We're riding dirty for literally no reason at all. I have a plate I could put on it, I just didn't. Nothing to see here, officer. Just a nice young law-abiding citizen, part of the Law-Abiding Citizens Club. Oh, I like that a lot. All right. I gotta get back home. I've been tasked with a couple things. I gotta fix the carburetor on Shay Lisi's KX100, and also Maria Mew and Shay Lisi are having a girls' night. So I've also been tasked, even though I can't eat them because I'm on a strict diet, with procuring some sweets. Let me tell you what, just because you're on a strict diet and you can't eat them anymore, that doesn't mean you can't still have fun picking them out. I don't want to put it up, but there's nowhere to put groceries on this bike, as there should not be. This bike is not made for getting groceries. This bike is made for hauling ass. I'm beat in a good way, and I ain't too beat to deliver everything you guys ordered off of brapstar.com by motorcycle, as always. I'm beat because I just spent the past 5 days dirt biking, 3 to 4 hours every single day, and enjoyed every second of it, but that was an undertaking. That's gonna be part of my weight loss series that'll be coming out this Friday. I've been keeping track of all my calories and all that stuff. I just wanted to see what would happen if I just busted my ass dirt biking for 5 days. Well, I know what happened. I'm tired, and it was a lot of fun, so it's a win. Anyway, I got these new stickers. I got these up on the Brapstar store now. The Brapstar and the weirdo Honda stickers here. And of course, the first vehicle they're going on isn't a Honda because that's Shay Lisi's bike, so I'm going to let her do that one. The first thing they're going on is my Harley Davidson Sportster. That is crooked. And crooked it'll stay. That one's less crooked. Anyway, I'm selling those as a 2-pack with the gold Brapstar and the Honda tricolor weirdo over here. They're up on the Brapstar store now. I just made a limited amount of those. I don't know how long I'll keep them around. All right, let's get your packages delivered. To the rescue, the effeminate little scooter baby. Let's go terrorize the USPS. All right. Token speed, baby. Come on, you can do it. Huge up to all you guys who keep ordering stuff off the Brapstar store. You guys are the real MVPs. Just coming off the camp out right now, and we spend a ton of money on the camp out. That's okay though, because it's a ton of money spent for all our friends to have a good time. Like I said, we're keeping the camp out free for as long as we can. That doesn't mean it's free for me, but you guys still stepped up. You ordered a bunch of Brapstar merch, and that's how we paid for all the food at the camp out and the porta potties. I told David if we ever build permanent toilets, I want to donate the money, and I want them to be called Shade Tree Shitters. All right, we're gonna be putting this little Honda into overtime. Those shirts are getting printed right now. The "You Meet the Worst People on a Honda" shirt. Thanks to everybody who pre-ordered one of those. Should have those in a couple days from today. And if you didn't get one, we did print some extras, so I'll have a few extra in each size once we have those out. So keep an eye on YouTube and Instagram. I'll let you know when those are out. Sorry guys, there's a couple people who are like, is my order coming? And I'm like, yeah, we just had to we just had to get through the camp out, guys. I'm sorry, y'all. Fortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I am not Buddy Bezos. This ain't Amazon. Every order gets packed by myself, Maria Mew, or Shay Lisi, and it also gets delivered by us. So when we're doing the camp out for a few days, you know, it takes a few extra days to send out your orders. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm pretty sure everybody who orders understands. I don't blame anybody for emailing and asking. I'd rather you ask. I had one guy who emailed me and goes, hey man, my stickers didn't show up. They were just like for over a month, which means if it has been over a month, they're lost. And, oh man, I don't want to bother you, but you know, it's just some stickers, but I was really looking forward to putting them on my bike. And dude, bother me. Let me know, dude. If a month goes by, the USPS lost your shit, I'm sorry, bud. You gotta tell me, man. I will get new ones out to you right away. Or actually, even better, email Shay Lisi or Maria Mew, because they're the ones who handle that kind of stuff.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.